Welcome to MCSE TV. Now guys, on Sunday at 6 p.m, we take on Manchester United at Wembley in the semi-final of the FA Cup. Now guys, oh my god, I'm so excited for this game. It's the magic of the cup, you know. You guys know I always go on about how much I love the FA Cup. I always have. The competition's always been in my heart. It's really important to me. So I'm absolutely buzzing for this game. Like, it's so exciting. It's a semi-final. Like, we should be so proud of ourselves. We've done so well in this competition. We've got this far. We want to go all the way now, you know. And this is our chance of silverware this season, guys. If we beat United on Sunday, we'll be in the final of the FA Cup. Like, that is huge. We want this silverware. We want our hands on it. Now guys, obviously we play on Sunday against Manchester United, and obviously tomorrow Manchester City take on Arsenal at Wembley. So they play first and we play on Sunday. So a lot of us want a London derby final, Arsenal versus Chelsea. That's obviously if we both get through. But obviously it could be a City versus United final, a Chelsea versus Arsenal final, or a Chelsea versus City final, or a United versus Arsenal final. It could be different scenarios, but it could be either a Manchester derby final or a London derby final, you know. You guys know what I'm saying. But yeah, it's exciting. Like, a London derby final would be amazing. If we got to play Arsenal, we can beat them, can't we, guys? That was so cocky, wasn't it? But yeah, we can beat Arsenal. So it'd be amazing to have a London derby final. Imagine that. But I'm not going to get ahead of ourselves. We'll take each step at a time. And obviously it's a semi-final on Sunday. Is it going to be difficult? Yes, it is. Manchester United are doing absolutely well. They're doing really well at the moment, and let's just have a little discussion about them. In the Premier League, it's obviously been a bit of a rollercoaster for us Chelsea fans to watch them over the last couple of days. So obviously on Monday they drew against Southampton, because obviously in the Premier League table they're getting very close to us, and we need them to be losing and drawing games. So obviously against Southampton they draw 2-2. Southampton did us a massive favour on Monday night. We're all absolutely buzzing after that result. Thank you, Southampton, you know, you helped us out massively. And then obviously yesterday, unfortunately, we beat Crystal Palace 2-0, but they're doing well in the league. They're on form at the moment. That's the point I'm trying to express. I'm not going to talk about the Premier League too much because this is an FA Cup preview, but in the league at the moment, their form is top notch, and they're doing really brilliantly. I hate to say it, but yeah, it's an absolute fact. But yeah, so it's a massive game. Manchester United are in form. Are us Blues in form? I can't say we necessarily are doing great at the moment. Obviously we got a result against Norwich, but we lost against West Ham and we lost against Sheffield. We're not informed at the moment. On paper, the most informed team going into this game is Manchester United. However, we always step up for the big games. You Chelsea fans know that. We always step up for the big games. Let's take City example in the league. We beat them. We step up for the big games. We're going to Wembley. This is a massive occasion. Anything can happen in a semi-final, you know. And I guess sometimes you look at your form going into games, obviously, because that's a massive reflection of where the team's at the moment. But going into a game like this, winner takes all, anything can happen, really. Like, it's a trip to Wembley. It's obviously got massive importance. The boys know that. We will probably step up. I'm guessing we will step up. And you know something? It's obviously not typical Chelsea. Like, we want us to be Manchester United, would be delighted. However, it's typical, isn't it? We'll go and lose against Sheffield, lose against West Ham, obviously just beat Norwich 1-0, and then we'll go and beat United at Wembley. It's just what we do, you know, we step up for the big games. But yeah, obviously guys, it's obviously on BBC One on Sunday with the coverage starting at 5:30. I just thought I'd give you that bit of information. Injury news for Chelsea at the moment. There's no hope N'Golo Kante will have recovered from a hamstring injury sufficiently to be included in the squad for Sunday. Manchester United hope to have Mason Greenwood, Luke Shaw and Brandon Williams available after all three came off in their most recent games. That's what Chelsea, that's the information Chelsea provided us with. So yes, that's the news. But I'm nervous. I'm really nervous for this game. Obviously, it's always exciting when your team gets to Wembley. It's a semi-final. It's a huge game. But obviously also the excitement also comes with lots of nerves, because you're that close. The trophy's in eyesight now, you know. We're so close. We beat Manchester United on Sunday when we're in the final. Like, it's a massive deal. And this is our only chance of silverware this season, so we need to win it, you know. How incredible would that be if we won the FA Cup? Yeah, and as I said, it's the magic of the FA Cup. This competition means lots and lots to me, very important to me. I have always loved the FA Cup, and we've gone this far. Let's carry on. We've done well in the FA Cup, and we've just got to kind of wipe the slate clean, essentially. We can say, yeah, our form hasn't been great going into this game, but that does not matter. This is a clean slate. It's a game at Wembley. It's a semi-final. We're just as good as Manchester United. Yeah, Manchester United are doing better than us at the moment. They're in form, but that doesn't matter. Like, we're still ahead of them in the table. So yeah, we can do this. I'm confident we can do this. I am nervous, I'm excited, I'm feeling every emotion for this game, but most importantly, I believe we can do this on Sunday. That's my opinion. So yeah, like, bring it on, you know. Who knows what can happen? It's a game at Wembley. Anything can happen in football, guys. We've seen it before. So yeah, and we'll be so like excited and buzzing for this game, and we'll have confidence from how well we've done in this competition. Getting to a semi-final is something within itself, you know. So the boys are going to feel confident in that sense because they know they've gone this far. So yeah. Now, guys, I will give a prediction for tomorrow's game, Arsenal versus Manchester City. I do, even though it would be nice if we obviously beat Manchester United and then get to the final, it would be nice, a London Derby final. However, I'm not getting ahead of myself, but I do genuinely think Manchester City will beat Arsenal tomorrow night. That's my opinion. So I'm going to say a 3-1 Man City win tomorrow. And then I will give a score prediction for Sunday's game, Manchester United versus Chelsea. I'm going to go 3-2 Chelsea win. It always seems to be high scoring games when we go to Wembley. Not always, but of recent it has been. Remember when we played Tottenham, we won them 4-2? I think it was 4-2 at Wembley. Like, genuinely, I honestly do think it will be a high scoring game. So I'm going to go 3-2 Chelsea win. Guys, just kind of bringing this preview to an end, I just want to say this. Comment below, how do you feel about this game being at Wembley this weekend? Now, I've had a discussion with people around me about it, and I said, right, so basically me and Dad have gone to lots of the final of the Carabao Cup and then the semi-final of the Cup. Like, we went to several games in like the finals and semis over recent years, different competitions, different games. However, we've been to Wembley for them games. This weekend obviously feels a massive loss not going to Wembley for us Chelsea fans. We do feel it. Obviously, everyone's understanding of the situation. There's a pandemic. Obviously, we're all understanding of it. However, it does feel like a little bit bitter because obviously it's really hard for all of us fans not going to games anyways. I'm not being disrespectful, that's maybe a selfish comment, but I'm not being disrespectful. It's obviously really difficult for all the match day going fans not being able to go to games, but obviously then when it comes to a massive game like in the semi-final of the Cup at Wembley, all of us Chelsea fans love the day out at Wembley. I do. The last couple of years when went to games at Wembley with Chelsea, God, it's been an amazing day. The sun's been out, the bees have been flowing. What games have been? Like, it's always a good day out at Wembley. It's incredible. However, it does feel like a bit of a tease having the FA Cup games at Wembley. I can appreciate why they want to do it. They don't want to change much for the fans and want the games at Wembley. However, it just does feel like a real bitter feeling. Because none of us fans are allowed to go, and I think it hits more this weekend. Obviously it hits not going to games anyways, but it hits a lot when it's a game at Wembley and the fans can't go. It's really hard. Like, it feels really hard hitting. I don't really know how to feel about it, to be honest, but the point I'm coming to, it's maybe a bit of a ramble this, but I'm just shocked that they are having the game at Wembley. And as I said, I can appreciate why they are, because always the FA Cup games are at Wembley, that it's like the reward for getting that final competition playing at Wembley. It's a massive deal. However, it does feel a bit like, I don't know, a bit bitter feeling really, because the fans can't go. It's a massive stadium. I'm just shocked that they have played it there, to be honest. Like, why didn't they choose like a neutral ground? Why does it have to be Wembley? It's just shocked me a little bit. Some of you guys might disagree fully, but I just find it really hard hitting, especially when fans aren't allowed to go having the game at Wembley. I just think it's very, I don't know, it just doesn't sit quite right on me. I've had a discussion with people around me, and a lot of people feel the same. So yeah, that was a bit controversial, but I just wanted to put my opinion across and mention it to you guys. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's a bit strange having it at Wembley? As I said, it is nice. It's a reward for getting to the final competition. You can't beat playing at Wembley. And also, how will the players feel now? Like, no fans being in the ground at Wembley. It just feels a bit of a tease in a way. Like, we can't go and the game's still at Wembley. Like, yeah, that's really controversial, that's my opinion. So yeah, however, it will be nice watching it. I'm always like quite, when it comes to like discussions and arguments within football, I'm always like, sometimes I'll just take one side of an argument. However, I look from both perspectives, and that's what 100% I am doing right now. I am looking at both perspectives. I can see why they would want the game at Wembley. However, it just doesn't sit 100% right with me. Because we can't go, and obviously I know games have been behind closed doors, etc, etc. And obviously, guys, don't get me wrong. Like, I don't want people to think this sense. You think the game should be at Wembley, or we should be. No, I'm not saying like we should be able to go. Not at all. Health and safety comes first. You guys know my opinions on that. I've said that all along. However, it just doesn't sit quite right, and that the game is at Wembley when fans can't go, and it just feels a bit unfair in a way that they have in such a big game. Yeah, I'm going to stop talking because some of you guys might disagree. But yes, thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know down below all your pre-match thoughts, your score predictions and your predicted team lineup. Guys, it's going to be interesting. Hopefully the weather's nice. I can't wait. You can't beat having a final at Wembley. It's so exciting. Sorry, final. Semi-final, you know. So yeah, bring it on. And guys, make sure you stay tuned for my match review on Sunday, and I'll be bringing you my match thoughts straight after the game, and hopefully I'm talking about us getting through to the final of the FA Cup. But yeah, love you all and up the Chels. Thanks.